Hi guys. So I want to talk to you about the craving self, porn addiction, food addiction, whatever kind of addiction. Now, the point where you have an addiction, you have developed something called a craving self, and this is a part of you called the subconscious. All right. Now, what is this craving self? This craving self is basically a part of you that is you, and at the same time is not you, that comes up when you're exposed to your trigger. Now, we have something called the triggers in drug addiction. Once you come across your drug triggers, you will have cravings. Now, how does this work? Now, the moment I come across my triggers, what happens is that the craving self now alters my perception. How does it do this? It would keep bombarding me with thoughts and images of the good times I had in the past. Now, even if I like, oh, let me go and do a distraction, let me go and do my breathing, let me go and play video games, as long as this lens is still on my eyes, as long as this thoughts and images are bombarding me, there are two ways out of this. The first way, I go and do the drugs, I give in, I'm going to do the drugs. Doing that, the lens comes off. I've satisfied the cravings, and then I will now have regrets because I'm back to my normal senses. The second way is to use something called alternate imagery. This is basically visualizing the negative things that drugs has done to you in the past. And you're visualizing this so that you can get a negative emotion at the end of this visualization. And it must be so clear that it's as if it's really happening to you. We call that alternate imagery. Now, you must have taken time to craft your own alternate imagery that is as strong as the imagery produced by the craving self. You know that the craving self imagery is strong because at the end you will feel good, you will feel an emotion. So whatever you're crafting, whatever you visualize, it has to be very strong also. And you have to take your time to visualize so that you can get used to the new lens. So when the craving self brings up the images of the past and all the good times, you start your alternate visualization, and in doing so, you are now putting on a new lens on top of it. What happens is that as you put on the new lens on top of it, the old lens is taken away, and you begin to see life through the new lens. Can you remember that verse that says, as we behold the glory as through a glass, we are being transformed into that very image? Okay, so in the past, the craving self will put in you memories and images of the past, and we are being transformed into that same image. We now go back to go and use the drugs. It's as if we are pulled and forced. We have no choice. That's basically transformation. That's the power of images. That's the power of visualization. So we would always respond to the thoughts and images that bombard our minds. That's why in any addiction, porn, drugs, sex, whatever it is, spend some time, even if it's 5 minutes per day. Craft your new lens. Craft the new lens that you're going to use to replace the old lens, the old glass. And you craft this new lens by spending time in visualization. Take some time, write down the story of what you want to visualize, get some soft music, and play this visualization. Play what you wrote down. Play it, and if it is successful, if it is effective, you would observe an emotion at the end of this experience. So, if you want to know more about alternate visualization, send me a hello. Have an amazing time in recovery.